My brother, he lost that war. We came from the same block, same cracked sidewalk, same cold nights, hearing gunshots after nightfall. Mama working doubles, barely sleeping, barely breathing, trying to keep two young boys from turning into demons. Me and bro was running wild, posted on the corner, talking about mansions while the landlord gave warnings. Rocked the same busted kick, shared the same hunger, thought we'd both make it out before we got older. But life hit different when the pressure got heavier. I saw him changing every month, getting wearier. Stopped answering texts, stopped picking up calls. Started building prison walls inside his own thoughts. Everybody thought he was cool, kept a poker face, but I could see the pain hidden deep behind the shades. He say, I'm good, bro, yeah, that was the lie. The same damn sentence before a soul starts to die. I tried to pull him up, he kept sinking low. Told him stay with me, dawg, but the darkness got close. My brother lost the war inside himself, couldn't save him from the hell he felt. Now every night I hear his voice somewhere, like a ghost riding through the midnight air. My brother lost the war inside himself, couldn't save him from the hell he felt. Now I carry every scar he left, till the day they put my soul to rest. Damn. Started with a bottle, then another and another, trying to numb the pain. He never showed his mother. Everybody yelling, man up, quit crying. While the whole damn time he was slowly dying. Seen him in the mirror, but he hated what he saw. Fighting every day with a pain he couldn't draw. The homies kept partying, nobody understood that the loudest dude around ain't always doing good. One night he called me, voice low, sounding strange. Said, bro, I'm tired, I don't think I'm gonna change. I jumped in the whip, pedal down red lights, praying to God while I'm racing through the night. But sometimes life writes a chapter you can't edit, and sometimes love ain't enough to stop the credit. Still hear your laugh, still hear your jokes, still see your shadow, still feel the smoke. My brother lost the war inside himself, couldn't save him from the hell he felt. Now every night I hear his voice somewhere, like a ghost riding through the midnight air. My brother lost the war inside himself, couldn't save him from the hell he felt. Now I carry every scar he left, till the day they put my soul to rest. Now I'm standing where we used to hang, same old streets, but it don't feel the same. Everybody moving on, that's what they do, but some pain follows everywhere with you. I keep grinding now, keep stacking every win. Not for the money, but the honor where we been. Every rep in the gym, every sunrise chase, every battle I survive, I still see your face. If you're hearing this, somebody out there hurting, thinking about quitting, thinking life ain't worth it. Listen close, homie, don't go silent. The strongest people break when they keep pain private. And if my brother's story saves one soul tonight, maybe his fight wasn't lost without a light. Maybe his scars become somebody else's guide. Maybe his memory keeps another dream alive. My brother lost the war inside himself, couldn't save him from the hell he felt. Now every night I hear his voice somewhere, like a ghost riding through the midnight air. My brother lost the war inside himself, couldn't save him from the hell he felt. Now I carry every scar he left, till the day they put my soul to rest. My brother lost the war inside himself, couldn't save him from the hell he felt. But if you're still here, keep fighting through the pain. Don't let the darkness make you fade away. Yeah, some wars ain't fought with guns, and if you're breathing,
The war ain't over yet.
yo. Yeah. No shortcuts, no exits. You either break or become something else. Started in the dirt, now I breathe through the pressure. Every scar on my body, that's a silent professor. Pain talk loud, but I learned not to answer. Turned every wound into fuel for the hammer. Cold nights, no lights, just vision and hunger. While they sleep, I evolve. I come back stronger. Back against walls, I don't fold, I don't stutter. I was built in the storm, I don't run for cover. They want results, but don't love the process. Wanna wear crowns, but avoid all the losses. I embraced every step that they call a setback. Now I walk through fire and I never step back. It burns, I know, but that's the only way you grow. Pressure builds diamonds, I live in the grind. Every crack in my soul redesigns my mind. The weight ain't breaking me, it's shaping the frame. I'm forged in the fire, I was built from the pain. Pressure builds diamonds, don't run, don't hide. If it hurts, that means you're still alive. The process cuts deep, but it sharpens the blade. I didn't survive it, I was perfectly made. Sweat on the floor, yeah, I paid every due. No applause in the dark when you're building the truth. No one sees when you bleed just to stay in position. That's the price of becoming a different condition. I was lost, now I'm locked on a mission. Tunnel vision, no brakes, no permission. Every doubt that they threw, I absorbed as ignition. I move like a man with no fear of collision. Pain ain't punishment, pain is instruction. Tear it all down just to rebuild the structure. They quit halfway, I rebuild from destruction. Now my mindset bulletproof, no corruption. Feel it crack, let it break. That's the risk that you take. Pressure builds diamonds, I live in the grind. Every scar is a code that rewired my mind. The weight ain't breaking me, it's shaping the steel. If it's hurting, it's working, that's how I feel. Pressure builds diamonds, I don't complain. Every drop of my blood got a purpose and pain. The process ain't pretty, it's brutal and raw, but it made me the version they never saw. No pain, no evolution, no pressure, no transformation. You want growth, then bleed for it. Pressure builds diamonds, I carry the load. Every step through the fire got me closer to gold. The process is war, but I learn how to stay. Now the pain is the price that I'm willing to pay. Pressure builds diamonds, remember the code. If it breaks you down, it can rebuild your soul. I didn't escape it, I stayed in the fight. Now I shine in the dark, 'cause I lived in the night. Yeah, the process wasn't the enemy, it was the weapon. This is the soundtrack of discipline.
Your wife's now. We didn't see the nights though. Yeah, yeah. Cold morning, no applause. No cameras, just stars and flaws. Everybody low on wing, nobody there when the pressure calls. I was down back against the wall, no excuses, I evolved. Train turning to gasoline, now the engine never stalls. Let's talk big before quick, different code, I don't quit. Late nights, empty gym while they sleep, I commit. I ain't chasing validation, I build domination. Pressure made a diamond, now I shot through devastation. I'm built different, pressure never break me. Dark nights made me everything they can't be. No limits, pain became the mission. Every scar I carry turned into ammunition. Built different, that's the mindset. That they ain't ready for the grind yet. They want the crown but hate the climb. Want the glow but skip the time. I was burning in the dark while they waited for a sign. Now the lights are different, every move precision. Years of silent battles, now the world sees the vision. I don't talk about the hunger, I just see the beast. Every rep, every breath, I increase the heat. This ain't luck, it's design. Every step, every line, I rebuilt the man I was. Now the world can't redefine. I'm built different, pressure never break me. Dark nights make me everything they can't be. No limits, Discipline go can mission. Every scar carry turn into ammunition. Built different, that's the mindset. That they ain't ready for the grind yet. They see the results, they never saw the war. This is a soundtrack of discipline.
Nah. I remember when they looked at me like I was already defeated. Before I built anything, before I proved anything, they already made up their minds. I grew up where ambition got laughed at, where broke folks swear that's where life ends at. Every time I spoke about bigger plans, they looked at me like I was speaking another language. Teacher said, keep your expectations low, like my future came with a damn ceiling up. Friends only cared about Friday nights. I was staring at goals on the streetlight skies. Everybody wanted comfort, I wanted escape. Everybody wanted easy, I wanted away. Out the pressure, out the cycle, out the same old conversation. I was chasing transformation, no connections, no shortcuts, no rich uncle opening doors. Just a young dude with a vision, trying to fight through invisible wars. Every laugh became another lesson, every setback became a weapon. The more they doubted where I'd go, the stronger I became below. They called it foolish from the very start, tried to put limits around my heart, but I kept running through every wall, refusing to shrink, refusing to fall. They called it madness inside my head, said my chances were already dead. Now every mile proves what I knew, the future belongs to the ones who push through. Yeah, family worried, I understand that. Bills stack high when the paycheck lands flat, but fear spreads fast through generations, and dreams get lost in safe decisions. I saw people settle before they lived, giving up more than they ever give, talking themselves out of every chance, then blaming luck for the circumstance. That scared the hell out of me. I couldn't stay there mentally, so I started moving different, building habits consistently. While they were talking, I was learning. While they were sleeping, I was earning. Not money yet, just discipline. The foundation underneath the winds. Every lap became another lesson, every setback became a weapon. The more they doubted where I'd go, the stronger I became below. They called it foolish from the very start, tried to put limits around my heart, but I kept running through every wall, refusing to shrink, refusing to fall. They called it madness inside my head, said my chances were already dead. Now every mile proves what I knew, the future belongs to the ones who push through. Hey yo, this ain't about revenge, this ain't about proving them wrong, it's about proving yourself right. Big difference, because once you stop asking for permission, everything changes. Now walk through places they said I'd never reach, living examples of what they couldn't teach. Not because I'm special, not because I'm gifted, because I kept going when the odds shifted. I kept showing up again and again. When motivation disappeared, discipline stepped in. That's the part nobody sees. The lonely mornings, the silent evenings, the constant pressure, the self-believing. When nothing around you gives a reason, you become your own reason. That's how winners are built. They called it foolish from the very start, tried to put limits around my heart, but I kept running through every wall, refusing to shrink, refusing to fall. They called it madness inside my head, said my chances were already dead. Now every mile proves what I knew, the future belongs to the ones who push through. They thought the dream was too big, the truth, they fear was too small. Turn the lights off.
No crowd, no cameras. Just work. Just work. Yeah. Cold mornings, crack mirrors in the bathroom. Old shoes, same dream in the dark room. They laughed when I said I'm a breakthrough. Now every scar on my skin got a tattoo. No claps when I ran through the rainstorm. No lights when I built what they prayed for. No hand when I fell on the pavement. Just pain in the voice saying stay strong. City cold, street lights flicker like warnings. Empty gyms at 5 in the morning. Everybody loves winners and glory, but nobody shows up for the form. And they want the crown, but they skip the bleeding. They want the throne, but they fear the beating. I built my bones in the silent seasons. Now silence turned into my allegiance. No stage lights, no praise nights. No hands when I raise fights. Just heartbeats and dark streets. And war when the day sleeps. I don't need an audience. I don't need applause. I was built in the dark when nobody applauds. No crowd in the gym. No lights in the fall. No, I turn pain into power and silence to God. I don't need an audience. I don't need a stage. Yeah, they gon' see what I built. Yeah, when I unleash the rage. Yeah, talk to 'em. Late nights, heavy breath in the basement. Sweat dripping down like the pavement. Dream so big they call it dangerous. Now pressure turned into greatness. Mama said, boy, stay patient. Pain builds kings in the making. Storms never broke my cadence. Now storms hear my name when they raging. Every rep was a brick in the vision. Every doubt was fuel for ignition. Every scar was proof of the mission. Every loss was training the engine. Now the silence louder than sirens. Now the quiet sharper than violence. Now the work turning into giants. Now the wolves finally hear the lions. No stage lights, no praise nights. No love when the price bites. Just cold air and warfare. And dreams in a nightmare. I don't need an audience. I don't need applause. I was built in the dark when nobody applauds. No crowd in the gym. No lights in the fog. I turn pain into power and silence to God. I don't need an audience. I don't need a stage. Yeah, they gon' see what I built. Yeah, when I unleash the rage. Some people work for attention. Some people work for a legacy. Real ones, we work when nobody's watching. This is the soundtrack of discipline.
I learned what failure looked like before I learned how to shave, before I learned how to drive, before I learned what the fuck I wanted from life. I grew up around broken men. I grew up around broken men, sitting on broken chairs, drinking cheap liquor, talking about dreams that disappeared. Ashtrays, 4 bills overdue, ceiling leak in the rain. Everybody blamed the world but never fought through the pain. Same damn stories every night on the same damn block. Same old life ain't fair, why the clock just stopped? Uncles getting drunk, fathers losing their minds. Whole neighborhood trapped in invisible binds. Young me watching, trying to understand why every grown man look defeated and damned. Eyes full of regret, backs bent from defeat, talking tough all day, but scared of the grind in the streets. They said, boy, lower your expectations, man. Fuck that conversation. They handed me excuses like inheritance. I handed that shit back with arrogance. Every scar became a lesson. Every loss became direction. Every broken soul around me showed me what I would never be. I grew up around broken men, lost in bottles, trapped again. Same old pain, same old sin. I swore I'd never end like them. I grew up around broken men, no damn hope left within. Now every rap, every win, it's me breaking that cycle again. but I became something different. Saw grown men quit before the fight even started. Watch talent die cause discipline never guarded it. Every paycheck gone by Friday night and complaining on Monday that life ain't right, man, that shit hit different as a kid. You see enough failure, you remember what it did. I watch families split, watch good people drown, watch kings lose crowns and never stand back up off the ground. Neighborhood prophets preaching limitations, talking feel like it's wisdom past through generations. Nah, homie, stay realistic, realistic. The fuck does that even mean when your whole block is statistic? I started running when they slept, started working while they wept, started stacking every lesson, started building self-respect. While they numb the pain, I attacked it. While they escaped reality, I confronted it. While they surrendered, I adapted. Every scar became a lesson, every loss became direction. Every broken soul around me showed me what I would never be. I grew up around broken men, lost in bottles, trapped again. Same old pain, same old sin. I swore I never end like them. I grew up around broken men, no damn hope left within. Now every rap, every win is me breaking that cycle again. I grew up around broken men, but I became something different. Now I walk through the same old streets, different mind, different heartbeat. Same buildings, same corners, same goals. But the chain is here, the curse is here, the weakness dies here. Ain't nobody saving me, ain't nobody carrying me. I built myself from the ruins they left behind. Now the young kids watching me like I watched them years ago. Difference is I ain't teaching fear, I ain't teaching surrender, I ain't teaching excuses, I'm teaching war. War against weakness, war against laziness, war against every voice saying you can't. Because I came from the same damn darkness, same poverty, same hopeless conversations. The only thing I changed was my decision, and that decision changed every damn thing. I grew up around broken men, lost in bottles, trapped again. Same old pain, same old sin. I swore I'd never end like them. I grew up around broken men, no damn hope left within. Now every rap, every win is me breaking that cycle again. I grew up around broken men, and that's exactly why I became unbreakable. Yeah, this is the soundtrack of discipline. Yeah. Started from the bottom where the nights feel endless. Cold floors, no hope, just pain as a sentence. Voices in my head say you'll never be enough. Life hit hard, yeah, never play soft. Broken mirrors, I don't recognize my face. Every scar got a story I can't erase. Back against the wall, nowhere left to run. Had to fight myself before I fought anyone. They don't see the battles that I fight in silence. Smiling on the outside, inside is violence. Lost too much, yeah, I paid that price. Had to cut my past just to save my life. I was drowning deep, but I learned to breathe. Turn my wounds into what I believe. Every fall built the man I became. Now I rise, I don't feel that shame. Pain doesn't define who you are, it's just proof that you've come this far. Every scar is a sign you survived. You were built just to fight, just to rise. Pain doesn't define who you are, even lost you can still be a star. From the dark you can rewrite your name. You're not broken, you're built through the pain. I remember days I was losing my mind, no direction, just running from time. Friends turn ghosts, yeah, they vanish quick. When you hit rock bottom, that's reality check. Empty pockets, but my vision stay rich. Had to grind every day just to flip that switch. No handouts, no one gave me a key. Had to build my own path, now they watching me. Every failure turned into a lesson, every loss turned into progression. Now the hunger different, now the mindset sharp. I was lost in the dark, now I am the spark. Drowning deep, but
I learned to breathe, turn my wounds into what I believe. Every fall built the man I became. Now I rise, I don't feel that shame. Pain doesn't define who you are, it's just proof that you've come this far. Every scar is a sign you survived. You were built just to fight, just to rise. Pain doesn't define who you are. Even lost, you can still be a star. From the dark, you can rewrite your name. You're not broken, you're built through the pain. They tried to bury me, didn't know I was a seed. Now I break through the concrete. Now the world gonna see I'm not my past, I'm not my scars. I turn my wounds into my art. Every setback made me stronger. Now I last, I go harder. Pain doesn't define who you are, it's the fire that created the star. Every scar is a war that you won. Now it's time to become who you are. Pain doesn't define who you are. You survived, now it's time to go far. From the ashes, yeah, you rise again. You're not broken, you're built through the pain. This is the soundtrack. This is the soundtrack of discipline.
One call, one damn call. That's all it took to split my life into before and after. Yeah. Yeah. Phone buzz while I was sitting in the dark. Ran overdue, barely gas in the car. Mama stressed out, bill collectors calling. Dreams feel dead while my whole world falling. Cold piece of box on the floor by my feet. Same busted couch, same defeat on repeat. Everybody talking like they know my fate. That boy ain't making it, yeah, I heard the hate. Homie switch sides when the money got low. Funny how loyalty always the first thing to go. Broke as hell, man, I ain't gon' lie. At nights I stared at the ceiling asking why. Oh, why the grind never paid? Why the doors never open? Why every damn promise ended up broken? Then my phone lit up, unknown number, I almost ignored it. The biggest mistake I never made. Heartbeat pounding, world stood still. Didn't know fate was about to reveal. Everything changes in seconds flat. Ain't no rewind after that. That phone call changed everything. Changed my name, changed my lane, changed the pain I bring. One ring, now the whole world look different. That phone call changed everything. When you're standing at the bottom, life can flip with a swing. One ring, now they watch me while I'm winning. That phone call changed everything, changed everything, changed everything. Voice on the line said, listen up, kid. Got an opportunity, you better not quit. I froze up hard, couldn't even speak. Spent years praying for a chance like this every week. All them nights working when nobody cared. All them dreams everybody said weren't there. All them sacrifices, blood, sweat, tears started making sense after all those years. I grabbed that chance like a starving man eating. Heart still racing, adrenaline peaking. No silver spoon, no lucky hand. Just a time motherfucker with a serious plan. People started calling, now they wanna know me. Same damn people used to act below me. Funny how success makes memories disappear. Now they act like they always been here. Hell nah. I remember every laugh, every fake smile, every backstab. That fuel built this engine. Heartbeat pounding, world stood still. Didn't know fate was about to reveal. Everything changes in seconds flat. Ain't no rewind after that. That phone call changed everything. Changed my name, changed my lane, changed the pain I bring. One ring, now the whole world look different. That phone call changed everything. When you're standing at the bottom, life can flip with a swing. One ring, now they watch me while I'm winning. The phone call changed everything, changed everything, changed everything. But here's the truth they never tell. The call wasn't magic, it was preparation meeting opportunity. See, That number would've meant nothing if I wasn't already grinding. Would've meant nothing if I quit 6 months early. It would've meant nothing if I listened to the doubters. That call only changed my life because discipline built the foundation first. Now I'm riding through streets, used to walk in the rain. Different address to remember the pain. Different circles to remember betrayal. Different monies to remember survival. Every success got scars underneath. Every blessing got battles beneath. Young blood, remember this. Your call is coming. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next year. Maybe when everybody already gave up on you. But when it rains, you better be ready. One call, one chance, one moment can rewrite your whole story. One call, one chance, one moment can rewrite your whole story. One call, one chance, one moment can rewrite your whole story. That phone call changed everything. Change my name, change my lane, change the pain I bring. One ring, now the whole world look different. That phone call changed everything. When you're standing at the bottom, life can flip with a swing. One ring, now they watch me while I'm winning. That phone call changed everything, changed everything, changed everything. The lesson ain't the phone call. The lesson is becoming the person ready to answer. Hey yo, funny how they got real quiet now. Back then, them boys laughed at me. Now they study me. I remember cold nights, stomach touching my spine. Mama stressing every day, bills stacked in the line. Same dudes I called brothers switched up for a dime. Now they see me going up, acting like they was mine, man. Fuck that. I was riding through the city with depression and rage. Had pain in my chest, almost crashed in that phase. Everybody got opinions when you stuck in a cage, but nobody got solutions when you minimum wage. They ain't see them nights, dark room, no lights. Punching walls so hard, had blood on my nights. Fake love everywhere, everybody too slimy. Had to cut the whole circle off precisely. Used to hear you ain't gon' make it. You too broke, you too angry, you too lost. Now the same damn people reposting my songs. Funny how success make betrayal look soft. I stopped talking, started working. Pain turned savage, soul got colder. I learned one thing in them lonely ass nights: silence is harder when the money gets louder. The price of silence cost me blood, pain, tears, and violence. Now I walk in, whole room goes silent. They see revenge sitting perfect in designer. I ain't scream revenge, nah, I became it. Every scar turned gold when I faced it. Now them same people can't even look at me straight, cause success hit harder than hate. I watched envy grow inside people I fed. Same snake sat beside me, breaking bread. Nowadays I keep distance instead. Too many fake smiles hide venom in lead. Real shit, I was dead broke, praying gas money stretch. Now the checks getting longer every month, every step. Still got trauma in my chest, I ain't fixed yet. Success don't erase every scar from the neglect. I got demons still lurking, anger still working, heart still cold from the bridges still burning. But I learned pain either kills or converts you. Now my discipline dangerous, that's what hurts you. See, I ain't win cause I'm lucky, I won cause I stayed alive mentally. While everybody folded emotionally, them boys wanted reactions. I gave them results. No talking, no explaining, no crying, no complaining. Just pressure, consistency, an obsession. The price of silence cost me blood, pain, tears, and violence. Now I walk in, whole room goes silent. They see revenge sitting perfect in designer. I ain't scream revenge, nah, I became it. Every scar turned gold when I faced it. Now them same people can't even look at me straight, cause success hit harder than hate. Back then they laughed when I said I was different. Now they quiet every time that my name get mentioned. It's the thing about pressure, Most people break, I became pressure. Still remember having holes in my shoes. Now ring the screen words I wrote in the room. Crazy what survival and obsession can do when you got nothing left except something to prove. I stopped asking people for understanding. Most people too weak for your expansion. The moment you elevate, they panic. That's why I moved in silence, built myself in private. Turned pain into fuel and rage into guidance. Now I ride through the same damn blocks, windows down, chains out, ghosts in my thoughts. And every single person that doubted my vision got forced to watch me become the definition. The price of silence turn a broken soul into a titan. Now my success speak louder than violence. In every dark night built this empire. I'm God and I ain't need revenge. Success delivered it. Now they looking at my life like, damn, he really did that shit. Ain't no louder flex than winning without explaining. Ain't no louder flex than winning without explaining.